The Nasdaq continues higher, making another new all-time high this week, touching 11,000 in the futures. And if you go back to March, we traded from the March lows, traded up to this week's highs. The Nasdaq has traded up 65%, so a huge move that continues. The tech-heavy rally continues to push forward. The optimism, the hope and optimism trade that we've talked about, likely here, waiting for the next vaccine, the next therapy, possibly some more stimulus. There's a lot of reasons why the market's rallying right here, despite the fact that earnings are coming in so-so. And even today, we got some sort of not so good news from the Michigan sentiment numbers, suggesting that sentiment was down, showing increased uncertainty or increased what ifs. And that didn't seem to phase the Nasdaq. It maybe went down for about 2 or 3 seconds before it was bought again. So Nasdaq continues higher, very bullish bull run. We won't settle higher than last Friday, but we continue to hold the bullish formation. Looking at volatility in the Nasdaq, it's one of the equity indices that does actually have a little bit of volatility with some of those intraday swings, but we are actually seeing it trend lower as well. So trending lower, still well above the pre-pandemic, pre-lockdown levels, but we're getting close to a point now where we will start talking about going back to the pre-pandemic pre-lockdown levels, which many thought was unheard of, given the fact that we're still in earnings season, given the fact that we don't have a vaccine or a therapy yet, but we have a lot of hope and optimism that we'll get one soon, and given the fact that there's still a lot of uncertainty in the economy. So right now, volatility going down, suggesting there is no fear of a pullback, no fear of a big sell-off. At this point, looking back, history is our best example. We haven't had one. We continue to go straight up higher, and any modest declines are quickly bought. So volatility lower as the indices continue to show bullish strength. And lastly, next week, we've got, obviously it's going to be a quiet calendar week economically, but we will continue to watch earnings, which will be important. We will continue to watch vaccine headlines, therapy headlines. Those have been very important, hopefully getting each day closer to one of those. And lastly, the market seems to be pricing in some kind of aggressive stimulus from the federal government or an extension of the current stimulus that's in place. And at this point, if they don't get that, there could be a little bit of a pullback. I don't think it's going to go from being an uber bullish market to an uber bearish market simply because they don't get the federal government to assist here or extend some of the assistance. But certainly that has been priced in pretty aggressively. So heading into the weekend, not going to make another new all-time high, weekly high, but still going out with a very bullish tone with a lot to happen next week in the Nasdaq.